everyone, welcome back to another video. This week we're going to be doing the third week of the Great British Bake Off Technical Challenge. Last week was very exciting, very stressful, personally for me, because I didn't actually complete the challenge, so I would have come last if it was ever to be judged. But here's a little clip of me making the custard cream from last week's episode. And then this week, we're going to be making
your technical challenge, which today has been set for you by the bad boy of buns himself, Mr. Paul Hollywood.
It's all about the timing.
Delicious Devonshire Splits.
Ooh. So please do get excited for this week's episode. It's very autumnal. I'm feeling autumnal. I'm wearing a roll neck jumper. It's actually a half roll neck. It's not that much, but it's basically I think this is called a fisherman jumper. Devonshire Split is certainly one of the most interesting things I've heard. Never ever had it personally. Compared to the other two challenges I've actually had personally, whether that is a personal family favorite or whether something I just choose on a normal outing day if I did wanted a cake. Devonshire Split, just on the basis of reading the ingredients and the steps, it sounds like a very leveled up scone or scone or however you pronounce it. So it's going to be really interesting. So let's crack in with the first step, which is literally, and to quote, make the dough, knead and prove. For how long, I don't know. We're getting 2.5 hours for this challenge, so I think we're going to be proving for an hour, and then obviously that goes in the oven, and hopefully that's the case. We're making 8 pieces, shaped each into a ball, which seems very straightforward, kind of nice actually. So there's a lot of accuracy here, and obviously they all have to be uniform in size. We had a bit of a challenge with uniform in the last challenge, which I won't lie to you, I kind of really enjoyed the challenge, but would never ever make it again. I'll just go and buy it. And then hopefully I get to the end. Chantilly cream is fairly straightforward, I think. Nothing too progressive or too crazy compared to last year, where we had to do what was the bread challenge last year? Ooh, I don't remember. I think the bread challenge last year was actually the pastry, but I'm too sure. I need to check that. So let's start the timer. Let's go. Okay, so dough has been created. I'm currently in the process of kneading. I'll probably give you about 5 minutes of kneading. But obviously this is clearly Paul Hollywood's week, king of bread. I think my strengths lie in bread. I really do like making bread personally, on just if you've seen any of my past videos, I do a lot of testing with no knead bread. I've done quite a little bit on this channel about bread. My favourite just because of the smell of the yeast. There's something wonderful about the yeast and how it works. But let's talk about my strengths and weaknesses of last week. Last week, not very good with pastry techniques when it comes to working with sugar and high temperatures. That's a lot of stress for me. I prefer this week. Bread week has been fun to work with. This is what I find relaxing.
Keep kneading, babes, keep kneading.
Thank you.
And look at this. How can you not find the smell of bread and the I don't know, the whole point of bread is it's meant to be really comforting, you know, if you're a big carb person like me, this is your comfort, and I just love making it. Now, or just on the subject of this specific recipe as well, and this is something that I don't really know if it's right. So a lot of sweet pastries start with milk and butter as their liquid instead of water, like your typical loaf of bread. So this one's the same. The one thing I'm a bit worried is because we don't have a machine, I'm having to hand knead. So I don't really know if that would be my like disability. No, my handicap, sorry. I don't know if that would be my handicap for today because of how long it would take for me to knead and make the cream. But I think I'm going to give it a couple more minutes of kneading. And then we'll go on to like the jam, which I've sort of prepped whilst waiting for the milk to cool down so that it doesn't scald the yeast. And the jam bit's easy. I mean, what child didn't grow up making their own virgin jam, whether that's adding a load of sugar to a fruit and therefore not even resembling jam whatsoever? Or if it's a case of like me, I have a plum and pear tree and I make jam every year. So this is quite like my strength. One thing I am concerned is how long to proof this first time, because you've got to do it twice. So it's 2.5 hours, so about an hour and a half to 2 hours of proving, but that doesn't leave much time to baking. So I think about hour for the first proof, which I'm going to do first, and then go with the second part being half an hour where we then cook it straight away so it blooms upwards. But I don't know whether this is the type of bread that will crack or not, or it's more like a bun sort of situation. Very tiny amount of dough actually, so this has to be like cut into 8. But I am very curious as to what other people did. I think the decoration will be my like downfall a little bit. Technique on this one will be fairly okay. I think I'm very confident on this one. It has not proven me well in the last few episodes where I didn't do so well. So we'll see. We definitely will see. My top hack for proving any dough in really short time is in a metal bowl or glass bowl, whichever one that conducts the most heat for you guys at home, and then get a hot towel, get hot water, wring the towel with hot water, obviously be careful not to scald yourself, and wrap that around, creates the perfect environment for it. So I'll show you just now. As you can see, this is going to be now ready for proofing. I'm going to leave it in a bit of a warm place as well. And then while we do that, we're going to do the cream and the jam. Cream and jam, come along with me. Okay, so you're on the other side of my kitchen. Okay, so we're going to be making jam in here. Just a combination of the strawberry and the jam sugar. Never really heard of jam sugar. It was the first one for me when I went down the baking aisle. It smells incredibly different to normal sugar, and I don't really know how to explain it, but I think it's the pectin inside. Normally, when I'm making jam, I normally use like lemon, to basically trigger that pectin reaction so that the jam thickens, and also it reduces anyway, so most of the liquid evaporated. I have also crushed the jam as well, so that's going to be going alongside when we're making the cream.
How often do you make blueberry jam?
I don't make it, I'm buying from shop.
One thing I really want to know from you guys is, first and foremost, I hope you guys are enjoying these series with me doing the technical bake challenge. It's been super enjoyable and super like a learning curve for me because a lot of these techniques are so foreign to me. And I hope you're also enjoying the actual series yourself. Let me know what you think. How are you emotionally right now? Like, I think I get so sad watching people go, knowing full well like you're starting to learn a lot about them. You kind of create your own bond and relationship with them. And I really love that part about Great British Bake. But I really love that part of that Great British Bake Off where you know the contestants a lot more every time you watch an episode. And I think this week was a bit of a hard one for me. And I generally think it's going to get progressively hard as the episodes go on. I think next time we're actually nearing towards Halloween, so it might be a Halloween theme next week. So I'm really excited for that. So please do drop in the comments down below. Drop in a cream emoji, or the ice cream emoji, or the cake emoji if you watched this far, to let me know that you are still here, and I'm really grateful that you guys are watching. This is really something that's spurring me on. I've had such great like, what's it called? Like, I think great response in terms of how many people are watching these episodes. I mean, only 2 has come out already, and I'm really excited to get with this one and the next one out. I also want to know whether you guys tried the recipe at home using the harder instructions. I mean, who knows what to bake mean or to cook or to make jam is. It's not exactly like common knowledge to always make some of these like components of the bake challenge. So it's definitely super interesting, super challenging as well, and strangely addictive. I'm really loving the sort of testing your imagination, testing your knowledge, and putting it all together. It kind of feels more rewarding than actually like following the recipe. Not to say that I'm gonna bake like this forever. Clearly all different sizes. I don't know how to make this cool down any quicker.
Is it all about cooling before assemblage?
You don't want to put cream into a hot bun. Drip out the other side, yeah.
Cool those balls. Yeah.
Oh, my arm kills already. Perfect until it forms stiff peaks, and that's what we want. Yeah. There we are. Oh yeah. They look great. It's very hot. They're so hot. Oh.
Decorate with the strawberries. Come on, Strawbs.
Mmm. 10/10.